Y'all, John and I are going to go Christmas shopping this evening, and before he gets home and ready to roll, it gives me just enough time to make one little Christmas treat and knock that out for the holidays. And I want to share this with y'all. I had made this last year with y'all, and it's the Chex Mix, you know, with all these different flavors, the rice, the corn, and the wheat. It's got pretzels in it. And I put caramel bits and some red and green Christmas M&M'S, and you melt white chocolate down and put it all over it. Well, you know, the traditional Chex Mix around here, and I'm sure a lot of other places, you call it trash during the fall, and it's got the garlic and onion. So I called this one covered in white chocolate white trash. But Facebook got really angry with me and told me I was promoting hate speech. So, y'all know I don't like to do that, right? You know, not real often, just, you know, every once in a while. So anyway, no, I'm kidding, never. But anyway, so I thought this time we're going to call it Everything Fuzzy and Wonderful, like White Winter Wonderland Christmas Chex Mix, you know, all things good. Angelic, who knows what we'll call it. Probably White Chocolate Christmas Chex Mix or something, you know, right? So you'll have to, yeah, you'll lose your breath before you can say all that. But anyway, a lot of you have been asking about it, and I went on and took it down just because, excuse my puppy dogs, they get excited. Anyway, guys, I took the video down last year, and really I wish I'd have just changed the name to it because so many of you have requested wanting to make that again, and y'all say, Amy, where's your white trash video? So anyway, I'm going to do it again, and we're going to name it really nice, lovely names. And first thing I need to do is get some of this white chocolate melting, and that's another thing I want to talk to you about. When my boys were little and John and I were young, you know, you struggle paycheck to paycheck, or we did. And so I just got this real inexpensive white bark that I would melt down and put on this Chex Mix. And it was really good, but I would get one bag of the more expensive white chocolate chips to give it that little bit of a flavor. And so then when my boys got older and I had a little bit more money, I decided one year, I was like, hey, all I can do is just buy those nice chocolate chips and not worry about the white bark. And when I made it, it didn't taste the same. I really like the flavor of the white bark mixed with the white chocolate chips. I know that's crazy, and that's me, okay? So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. First thing I need to do is put some coconut oil, or you could put shortening. I guess you could do butter, but you need some sort of something to put in a double boiler. And of course, I don't buy a double boiler. My mother had a double boiler, but you've actually got an extra thing in your cabinets that you can only use when you're melting something. So I just makeshift one. We'll talk about that just for a second, and then we're going to get this melting. Let's see here, y'all. I got me a big boiler, and then I got me a glass bowl, and you see it right here. And make sure you have one that can stand heat, okay? And this one happens to fit right on the lip of this boiler. Just make sure that the water that you put in this boiler, because you're going to put a little bit of water to heat up and melt your chocolate, make sure it does not touch the bottom of your bowl, okay? You only want steam on the bottom of your bowl and not hot water, because it'll get too hot for chocolate. Chocolate's very persnickety is what I like to call it, so it doesn't like too much heat. So anyway, I'm going to put, this is my ratio. I put 2 packages of this white chocolate bark, which is 24-ounce packages, or 1 pound. And I put 2 of those to 1 package of chocolate chips, and this is an 11-ounce package of these white chocolate chips. But now don't, you know, if you have a 10-ounce package or a 12-ounce package, that's going to be fine too. You know what I mean? It's not a specific recipe. So it will be just fine however you like to mix it up. But I like that little ratio. Yes, I do. Okay, y'all. I'm going to drop this. I've got my water simmering. not boiling, but simmering. I'm gonna put this in here. We've got to put some of this coconut oil in there. And like I say, if you don't have coconut oil, I love to use this. It's hard like shortening, but it's coconut oil, so it's good for us. I'm going to put like a heaping tablespoon. It won't hurt a thing. It just helps this kind of get started in the bottom, okay? Okay? Just like that. I know I said I was going to get y'all down over here. Let's get down there. Let's do that. There we go. Now then, and I'm going to put this second package of this white bark. I wonder exactly what this is. Right? We'll put that in here, just like that. Like that, and I'm going to begin to let all of that melt. Let me run y'all back out here. Run y'all back out. There we go. I'm going to let all that start melting in that pot for us. And we will get together our mix. And I've got this big, huge bowl that I got at Tool City in Ruston when I went with John shopping. He thought he was safe to take me in there. It was during the holidays a few years back, and I saw lots of big things like this, and I had a fit in there, and of course he didn't mind if I got it. This is another thing. I've never written this recipe down. I've just made it year to year, so I'm glad y'all make me write recipes down now. I really am, because who knows if we're going to remember the next year. My mother has Alzheimer's, so she's not remembering really well anymore, and she's my mother, you know, so I'm like, you know, that could happen to me or any of us. So I appreciate y'all pushing me and saying, Amy, I need that recipe, I need that recipe. So what I think I'm going to start with is about 4 cups of each of these Chex Mix. Let me get my 4-cup measure. Have y'all gotten all y'all's Christmas shopping done? I hadn't either. I never do. Never, never, never. I'm always running behind. Okay, y'all. I don't know if y'all can quite see that. Let me get y'all down here some. Can y'all see that? Yeah, I think you can. Okay. We've got some corn Chex Mix. We're going to do about 4 cups of that. And this is how I've always done it. I just mix it, and then I decide if I like that mix, and if I do, fine. If I don't, fine. I add more or whatever I need to do. Rice Chex Mix. And I like all the little different flavors of this. You could use one, but it's not the same. It's good to have all these different flavors. And I love this Chex Mix because it's not real sweet. So mixing it with that white chocolate is a perfect little balance. Just perfect little balance. So we got 4 cups of the rice. Now we've got 4 cups of the wheat. There we go. Yeah, I'm dragging. I drag John along for Christmas shopping one time every year. Other than that, he would rather not go at all. But one time I'm like, would you go with me this one time, please? And I've got a bag of pretzels. And I think what I'm going to do is do 4 cups of the pretzels as well. Like that. And y'all, this is another thing. During the pandemic, when it started, this is all I could find is these pretzels. And I'm thankful for these pretzels. Don't get me wrong, okay? But all the other years, even when my boys were little, every year the stores would have out. I know y'all seen them, and some of you may be finding them in your stores, but I'm not where we are. But it was the pretzels shaped like little Christmas trees. They are adorable in this mix. I mean, they're so adorable. I think I looked some up on Amazon, and they were like priced way out of my range just to buy a bag of Christmas tree shaped pretzels, but those are so sweet in here, and that's what I used to make. And it's amazing what you take for granted, you know, and not even realize or mean to. But I would always grab me a couple of bags of those Christmas tree pretzels, and they're just precious in this mix for Christmas. But I can't find them this year, but I'm always hopeful that another year we'll see them again. Are y'all hopeful? I am too. I've got me a bag of, this is a 10-ounce bag of red and green M&M'S. They're going to be so pretty in here. I think I'm going to save just a few to take pictures with so you can really see them well. I'll tell you something I love in here is Reese's Pieces. You can make this for during the fall, and they're yellow and orange, and it's beautiful. It's Halloween or fallish in this mix as well. And I love the little peanut butter bite in here, but they don't make them, you know, Christmas colors, and so I don't do it during this time of the year, but they're really good in there for the fall, so remember that, okay? I love some little caramel bits. Let me show you what these are. These are made to make caramel apples with, you see? And they're little tiny round. Let me first tell you the size of this bag. It's an 11-ounce bag. Again, you don't have to do exactly, you don't have to put the caramel bits if you don't, but I love caramel. Caramel's not real sweet either, and I love these little bits in here. And it's like you're crunching along, and then you get this little caramel, and it's a little chewy, so it's a wonderful little texture thing in here as well. You see these little round little tidbits? I love them, so we're going to put that in there. Yes, we are. And now the only other thing that I put in here, and you can do anything you want to. This is totally your recipe you can make, okay? You really can. You don't have to put these nuts, but I love this little salty bit in this white chocolate. It's wonderful, just like the pretzels, and it's just fabulous. So this is some cocktail peanuts, salted cocktail peanuts. That's what they look like. And we are going to we'll put 4 cups as well. You could do probably 2, but who doesn't like some peanuts, right? And if you know someone allergic or you're allergic, just totally omit the nuts, okay? So simple as that, right? Yes. All right, y'all see this big old bowl is gonna come in handy, isn't it? Let me check on our chocolate. I usually use a meat fork to stir it with. Perfect thing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Looks like it's getting good, getting good. Y'all, it is 80 some odd degrees today here in Louisiana. What's y'all's weather like? I think tonight's supposed to stay in the 60s and be warm, and it feels like a Gulf breeze blowing on us outside. And tomorrow night, it's supposed to get down in the 30s. Yeah, that's how our weather goes this time of the year. It can't make up its mind. It takes a little while before it makes up its mind. Melting nicely, melting nicely. I know y'all noticed I didn't put the white chocolate chips in there yet. What I do is I melt all of that white bark really good and smooth, and then I'll turn off the fire and I put those chocolate chips in there, and I just let it start cooling that back down a little bit, or tempering it, if you will, and these will melt right away in it. So you'll see. I'll show y'all. I won't leave y'all out of that part, okay? I sure will. This weekend we're going to have Christmas with one of my sons and his family and the grandbabies. We're trying to get everything out of the way because, and I'm going to tell y'all, this is in our plans, and you know how things change, especially with a pandemic going on. But John and I, 2 winters back, paid for us to go to Greece and Italy with a group in town, lots of our friends and some students. And of course that got put on hold. Then we were supposed to go in the spring, and that got put on hold. So this year, so far, so good, we're going to get to go. And it's 2 days after Christmas. So So we're going on, and I've been wrapping and we're having Christmas with our kids and our grandkids early this year, so then I can just concentrate on packing John and Amy up to go across country. And that's another thing, John packs nothing of his. He has no idea what is in his suitcase. Isn't he rotten? I know. Brittany and I, my best friend and I, when I'm always saying, I've got to get John packed, she calls him Princess John because I'm packing for him. But that's just how I do. I like to take care of everybody around me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to finish melting this, and then I'll get back on here and we'll stir it around, okay? I'll see y'all in just a second. All right, y'all. You see this? How beautiful it is? Beautiful. Yes, it is. All right. We've still got to put our one bag of white chocolate chips in there. I'm going to go and turn the fire off, okay? And we will put this in there. And this will actually begin to cool it back down and temper this whole mixture for us. Be perfect. And I'm just going to stir this until they are melted. Y'all see how quick and easy this is? I know. My stories take longer than cooking this, don't they? And they're just about melted already. Just that quickly. Do you know the more you stir chocolate, the shinier it gets? We're going to have to do a whole show on chocolate one time, aren't we? Of course, this is white chocolate, which is not necessarily considered chocolate. But, all right, guys, I'll meet you over there with that Chex Mix. Just that quickly. It is ready. Just that quickly. We are ready. Trying not to burn myself. I get this over here first. And your bottom underneath of your bowl is going to be very wet, right? All that condensation. And very warm too, might I add. So I'm just drying it, okay? I've got me a clean towel and I'm just going around drying the bottom of it, just like this. Just like that. Let me get this fork out of here. I've got me a big spatula right here. Yes, I do. And I'm going to, should I pour it on here and toss it around and then put it in a container to dry? I think I will. That's what I usually do. That's what we're gonna do. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to watch the prettiness? Woo! Isn't that beautiful? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how beautiful? We're making those pretzels and cereal and nuts and M&M'S and caramel bits. We're making them happy, aren't we? I think we are too. There we go, guys. All right. Put you back over there carefully. And then this is just a matter of tossing everything. And like I say, I kind of make these recipes up on the fly, but y'all help me remember that was 4 cups of all our ingredients except for our candies. And we'll see if that's enough chocolate to coat it all. I think it will be. I think it'll be a perfect combination, don't y'all? I do too. I heard you. Yes, I did. If you're not ready for Christmas like me, don't sweat it. We're just gonna do what we can do, right? Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just tossing and tossing and tossing. I had this sitting on the disposable pan we're going to use, and it's about to cave in. Let me set that there. All right, pan. Behave. Can y'all see down here? I know, it got too low. Let me come put you down. Let me put you down some. Ooh, too much. Some and then too much. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Something I like to do too, guys, is I'll spray this big old container. And I used to couldn't even afford these, and I just put it in big roasters and let it dry. You don't have to bake it or anything. You just let it set, you know, and totally air dry, and then you can pack it up. Okay. I just do that with some non-stick cooking spray so it won't keep any of our pretty white chocolate, right? Yeah, we want that to go in our treat and not on our pan. We sure do. Let's get it all the goodie. When I used to take pictures, I've taken pictures of my food for years and years. I love the little Christmas tree pretzels in here. Y'all know how happy I'm gonna be one year when I get the Christmas tree pretzels back. I'm gonna be so tickled. There we go. Y'all know we don't like to waste either, do we? No, we don't. We don't. Okay, y'all. I just came from my mother's. I've been at my mother's all afternoon decorating for Christmas for her since she can no longer do that. I've been decorating for her. We do that as kiddos, don't we? We turn right back around and take care of our parents. Whether they took good care of us or not, that's not our problem. Our problem is to be a good child. A good child. Ooh, this would be a nice little snack if John doesn't beat me to it. Y'all see, this is a lot. I'm totally going to let that just set and dry. Then you can break it apart as small or as big as you want. You also could drop this in little spoonfuls on a cookie sheet. I like to do it like this, and then I break it up, and I'll show you what I put it in. I put it in canisters. Just like these. And these canisters, I also get these at Walmart. You see, these are tiny little versions of what I put my sugar and my flour in. And Walmart still carries these, even though I started buying these about 20 years ago. And I think he was like $4. And I think he was $5 something, close to $6. He's a little bit bigger. But I'm going to a Christmas party with some of the girls at my church next week. Lord willing, if something else doesn't happen. We've had a lot going on, and I'll probably tell y'all about that later on one of these videos, but these holidays have been wild for us. But anyway, I'm going to pack one of these full for her for a hostess gift because Casey's doing this for us, and it's going to be any and every age of us girls and ladies and women or whatever you are. And so I'm taking her little hostess gift of this to tell her, thank you, Casey, for doing that for us. And then I'm also packing up some for my kiddos and give those to both of my children's and their families. So that's what I'm doing with it. And if I've got some left over, I always pack up some for my UPS man and my FedEx man because my puppy dogs are so ugly to them when they drive up. I know. You'd think they'd be more grateful. But anyway, y'all, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Yeah, I'm gonna make you some of this. I know y'all gonna be tickled to see this recipe back up, but we're gonna call it Pretty Beautiful Glorious Names, right? Hey guys, we have gone to eat a steak. We did all our Christmas shopping this evening that we had to do. So like I say, I just dragged John along for a couple of things. But back. John's already got in the bed. He's tired. He worked all day. And so it's all nice and dry and set for us. I'm banging it around and showing you what it looks like. Can y'all see? Isn't it cute and pretty? I know. And y'all, I had gotten in the bed too, but I heard it. It was saying, Amy. It was. It's so good. Y'all got to make this. It's not too sweet, and that's what I love about it. I love it. And now you simply break it up into big or as little pieces as you want. And I'm going to put it in the canister. And I was kidding. It wasn't really calling my name. It's in my head though. But reason why I actually said I'm gonna get out of the bed is because I want to finish this video, get it edited tonight while John's asleep, and get it posted because so many of y'all want this recipe again. And I'm just gonna call it Sweet Names. Sweet Names. I won't promote hate speech with it, right? But y'all see this, and this is gonna be that hostess gift. It's gonna be real pretty and cute in here. Here we go. Now then, it is trying to storm tonight. It is blowing like crazy outside, and so I said I may as well stay up and edit videos because my puppy dog Jax is not gonna let me sleep, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, you have trouble getting it out of there, you just kind of bend your pan around. Bend it around like that. And it'll come on out of there. I gotta take pictures of this too, right? I have to take pictures so I can put that as my thumbnail for y'all to see. Okay, guys. Just that easily. Y'all see I've got some more, and I actually have some more. I put a little bit on another pan after I got off with y'all earlier. Y'all see how pretty? Won't that make a real pretty little hostess gift? And I'm gonna put a pretty little bow on the top too. So anyway, I'm fixing to get off of here, and I'm gonna go edit this and get it on there so y'all can see this and make this, the ones of y'all that wants this recipe again, okay? All right, guys, Merry Christmas. I'll see y'all next time.